Alright everybody, if you have a 2003 to 2008 Toyota Corolla and the clock has stopped working, I'm going to show you how to fix it. The first thing you're going to need, a Phillips screwdriver, that's the star head screwdriver. You're going to need something to pry a cover. I use either a flathead screwdriver or you can use a plastic prying tool. Let's get to it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to apply the parking brake. We're going to turn the key in the on position, which it is right now. We're going to put the shifter back to neutral or drive. We're going to turn the key off. We're going to use a prying tool or screwdriver. Slip the screwdriver tip right under the trim here by the shifter. Gently pop it up. Get your fingers underneath equally on both sides and gently lift, being careful not to snap this cover because it is a little bit brittle, and pull towards you slightly and pull it out. Now with the shifter in this position, you will be able to maneuver this trim piece over to the side, whichever works for you. You need to expose the bottom of this panel. Pull the fan speed control switch straight back towards you. This will reveal the one screw that you need to remove. You're going to remove this screw with your Phillips screwdriver, turning counterclockwise. Don't lose your screw. Now our next step is to put our fingers underneath this panel here and gently pull towards you, gently, until the entire panel comes loose. It disengages from the dash. On each side of the panel, pull straight back towards you, like so. I would suggest for ease to disconnect these connectors by simply pushing in on these tabs, like this one here, pushing in with your finger and pulling out. Same with this one, pushing in, pulling out. This will reveal the connector for the back of the clock. Push on this tab just the same to remove the connector. Alright, so now we can work on this. You would like to get the clock out of this panel. Use your little flathead screwdriver or your fingernails to lift up on this retaining lock, and push the clock out. Now we have the clock in our hand, we can work on it from here. Okay, so once you have the clock removed from the car, you're going to notice that this also, in order to continue taking this thing apart, you're going to see that there are the same kind of tabs holding the lens of the clock to the back of the clock. So you can use your fingernails to just lift them. Those are the top two, bottom two, and gently push away from you the back of the clock and slowly push this thing away. So here you can see these components, these 5 components. They are apparently the problem. So I would like to take a closer look, and I have a tool that can do it. Alright, so we're going to take a look here, and I've come across something already. If you take a look at number 270 there, you can see there's a crack. There's clear separation right there. That's a cold soldered joint. That's not going to make contact. These are all cold soldered joints. This is why the clock's not working. So we're going to go over these connections quickly with the soldering iron and give them a new life. Let's talk about the soldering iron you can use to do this job. You need one that has a sharp tip on the end of it, and you need one, something like a 25-watt one, like the one I'm using here is sufficient. You can find them everywhere. Amazon, eBay, Home Depot, wherever. Don't spend a lot of money. You don't need to. Alright? Unless you want to, that is. Okay, so let's let this thing warm up. Alright, this thing's warm. So what we first want to do is wipe off the tip of any debris or residue, carefully, without burning yourself. We're going to want to apply heat to remelt those soldered connections that we were looking at that were ruptured They were cold solder connections, so we want to basically remelt them. So let's go. That one's done. You don't want to spend too much time in one spot. You don't want to cause collateral damage to the circuit board or components around it. All right. Okay, so let's put this thing back together. Clip the back of the clock together in reverse order that we did before. Push the clock through the cluster here. Plug your connectors back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're gonna have to get this shifter out of the way. Foot on the brake. And get this out of the way. Key back one click. Oh look, clock's on already. Put the screw in for the heater control. Fan speed control knob back on. That's it. Well, there you go. The clock's working again. If you found this helpful, please leave a thumbs up and please check out my other videos. I have quite a few that you might find interesting. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.